The past 6 years, I've tried so many side hustles, from flipping things on Facebook Marketplace to crypto to selling Instagram growth services to drop shipping to opening my own Shopify store to content creation. So today I'm gonna rank the best to the worst side hustles using this tier list. And at the end, I'll rank one as S+, which is the best, and one as F-, which is the worst. Subscribe, hit that like button for the algorithm, and let's get right into it. Let's start with Facebook Marketplace. Flipping things on Facebook Marketplace. This is something I first started doing when I first wanted to make money online on my own. Now, Facebook Marketplace, when you buy and sell items, it can be very profitable, especially if you get within a certain product and you understand that market. For example, watches. If you know about watches, you know the market of watches, and you have money to invest in watches, and every day you look at Facebook Marketplace, you find a good deal, you buy the watch, you list it back up on Facebook Marketplace for a higher price, and you sell it and make a profit. People do this with collectibles such as Pokemon cards or vintage items. People do this with cars as well. But the thing about Facebook Marketplace is that there's also a section for free items. You can go on Facebook Marketplace and see what people are giving out for free. A lot of times it's an item that you can take and sell for $20, $30, or it's something you can fix up yourself, such as furniture or something else, to fix it up, sell it, and make a profit. Now, the issue with Facebook Marketplace is that it's not completely scalable. You're a one-man army buying things off of Facebook Marketplace, and you can only sell things as fast as you buy them. Sometimes it takes time to negotiate a deal. When you finally meet up and get that product and you relist it, by the time you sell it again, that might be taking 2 weeks. So yes, it's profitable, especially if you find a niche or find free items that you can fix up or just sell at a profit. You are a one-man army. It's not completely scalable, and so for that, I will put it at B tier. Number 2 on this list is Uber. First of all, you need a car for Uber, and you need to be willing to pick up strangers in your car and maybe get it dirty. Now, there is expenses on that side, which is gas, which is the insurance on your car or the monthly payment for your car. Now, you're a driver. It's not completely scalable. You can't drive 10 people at once. You can only do one ride at a time. And on average, you would make around $15 to $22 an hour on Uber, or it could be $25 to $30 an hour if you're in more busy locations that are small, like Manhattan, New York, or if you have a black SUV car, because then people pay more for that. So Uber, we will put it at D tier. Next is Shopify, creating your own online store. Now, this is very broad. I mean, you can make an online store for a clothing brand. You can make a drop shipping store where you get things from Alibaba or AliExpress, upprice them, and sell them on your Shopify store. You can offer services as well. So the Shopify store itself, I mean, there's people making millions off of Shopify, and there's people making $0. The difference is what product or service are you selling on the Shopify store, and how are you marketing it? Let's say you have a skincare product and you're promoting that through TikTok videos where you're showing skincare routines and you're promoting the product in the link of your TikTok bio. In that case, if you get views on your TikTok, you would get people going over your bio and buying your skincare product. I personally made money on Shopify through drop shipping and also through having my own product. I've done supplements, I've done fitness product, and it's worked well for me, especially because I marketed it through social media. So I'll go ahead and put Shopify in A tier. Next up, we have Skool. If you don't know what Skool is, it's an online subscription-based platform where you can host your own community, your own paid community, where people pay monthly to access that community and get access to your courses, the resources you offer, your programs, calls with you, etc. Now, there's 2 ways to make money on Skool. Number 1, you can be the creator of your own community. For example, I have my own community called the S Class, where I have all my fitness programs. I do weekly calls with the members on there. We're active in the community. I have courses on social skills guide, on making money online, etc. I'm doing it from a creator point where I can have more personalized access with my viewers and host them on a platform where I offer more resources to help them out. Now, you can choose the monthly subscription of your choice. You can charge $10 a month for people to access the group, or you can charge $1,000 a month for people to access your group. Again, it's worth absolutely nothing if you can't market it and get people into your community. Now, the second way to make money off of Skool is as an operator. So an operator is someone who doesn't necessarily have a social media presence or doesn't have the traffic to gain people to their community. So instead, what they do is that they cold approach creators. They send them emails or DMs, and they tell them, hey, I will help you set up your whole community, do all the back-end work from the funneling to the marketing to the content within the community. All you have to do is make content and promote it. And then the operator says, I will take 30% and you take 70%. This way, the creator they work with does the marketing on their social media platform, gets all the members. Let's say they get $5,000 a month. The operator would get his cut and the creator would get his cut. And the best part about it is that it's a very low-cost business to run. It's a digital service. You don't have a physical product you need to ship out or handle. Everything is hosted online. And so with Skool, because it's scalable, you can host tens of thousands of members in one community. It's low cost, and you can do it whether you have a social media presence or not, whether you do it as a creator or as an operator. This is the first side hustle that I will put into S tier. Next, we have TikTok. Now, there's multiple ways to make money on TikTok, but you have to be in the eligible country. For example, there's a creativity fund, which basically pays you for every 1,000 views you get on a TikTok video. That can range from $1 to $4 per 1,000 views. So if you get a TikTok video with 1 million views, you can get between $1,000 and $4,000 just for that video. Now with TikTok, you can also make money with TikTok Shop, where you basically promote products through your videos and you link it directly with TikTok Shop. So if you're making a video showing the sea salt spray and how it makes your hair curly, and you link it in the video itself with TikTok Shop, people watch that video, they want to do it for themselves, they click the product, they buy the sea salt spray, and you get a commission for it. Now this becomes very lucrative if you post a TikTok promoting a product and that TikTok gets a lot of views. And you'll get paid not only for the views, but also for the sales that you get on that product. And of course with TikTok, you can also do live streams where people can donate. There's a marketplace, so if you have enough followers, you can access this marketplace and do applications to work with brand deals. You can do series where it's basically exclusive videos where people pay to get access to. So there's a lot of ways to make money with TikTok, but the two most lucrative ways is the TikTok creativity program, which pays you per 1,000 views, and TikTok Shop, where you link products on your videos and sell them and earn commission off of every sale you get. Now with TikTok, you have to be creative, you have to be willing to be consistent with it, because your first video is usually not going to pop off, but if you do every day a video for, let's say, a month, 2 months, 3 months on end, eventually you'll gain traction. You also need to find a niche, whether it is skincare, whether it's self-care, whether it's fitness, whether it's photography, something where you have an audience that will be interested in what it is you're making content about. And it is also very competitive. There's a lot of people creating videos, a lot of people trying to make money on TikTok, a lot of people selling products on TikTok. And so although it is very lucrative, it does require more effort and it is competitive, so I will put it at A tier. Next, we have Fiverr. Fiverr is a marketplace where you can promote a service, whether that be photo editing, video editing, website designing, literally any digital service. Now, Fiverr can be very lucrative, especially once you build a good portfolio of clients, because then you get a good rating and you get higher on top of the search bar. So then when people go on Fiverr and search up YouTube video editor, your service would be on top. That's when you start making serious money on Fiverr, because then you get more sales. Now the thing with Fiverr, again, especially when you're starting, is that you're a one-man army. You can't scale that much. You can only edit so many videos at once. You can only design so many websites at once. You can only Photoshop and do so many thumbnails at once. So depending how much you charge, you can only do one job at a time. And it also takes some time to get more clients, because you need to build that credibility on Fiverr. So you can make great money, especially if you're good at what you do. However, it's not the most scalable and there's a lot of competition. And for that, I will put it at A tier. Next is dropshipping products from AliExpress. Now, if you find a unique product and you promote it on TikTok or through Facebook ads, you will get sales. But it has to be something with low competition and with high demand. The thing about AliExpress is that you dropship the products as they are. You can't put your own label or customize the product. So for example, when slime first became popular, there's people dropshipping it from AliExpress. You get it for $1 from AliExpress and you sell it for $10. You make $9 in your pocket every single time you get a sale. What's good about this is that number one, you create a Shopify store to drop ship your AliExpress product. So you import the products from AliExpress into your Shopify store, and you only have to buy the products from AliExpress when you get a sale. When someone buys your slime for $10, then you go to AliExpress, buy it for $1, ship it to them, and you keep the $9. But because you can't put your own label and there's a lot of restrictions with it, I will put it in C tier, because it's not completely scalable and you are selling lower quality products. So unless you find a good product at the right time and you know how to market it, let's say on TikTok or through Facebook ads, it'll be a little bit tougher to make some money with it. Next, we have drop shipping off Alibaba. Now this is a little bit different, because with Alibaba, you can get in contact with the suppliers and modify the product, add your own label on it, work out a deal with them. So if you buy a certain amount up front, they'll cut out a deal for you. So let's say you want to drop ship a skincare product from AliExpress. You can find one that suits you. You message a supplier and tell them, hey, this is my logo, this is my brand name, I want to buy 100 units and put my label onto it. You work out a deal with them, but then they have to ship you out the 100 units to your house. Now it's up to you to set up the Shopify store, put the products on the store, and promote the product. Now once you get a sale, you need to package up the product, put the shipping label, and send it to the post office. So it requires a little bit more work. However, it's more scalable because you're building more of a brand. That's actually how Manscaped started. Manscaped is a massive company now when it comes from male grooming products. They started by simply drop shipping razors. And then once they got big enough, they made it in-house. They manufactured their own razors. Now they became Manscaped, one of the biggest men's grooming companies. So Alibaba, I will put it in B tier. Next, we have online surveys. You've probably heard of this before, where they say, hey, complete this survey and we will pay you money. Sounds like there's no risk. Sounds like it's very low effort, and it sounds like they're guaranteed start seeing you money. Now, the way this works is that company and brands reach out to these online survey companies and say, hey, we want to collect more data and information about our product or service, whatever it is. Make a lot of people take our survey. Then the survey company turns to people and say, hey, we will pay you X amount if you complete this survey. However, it's usually 10 cents to $3 per survey you complete, and it can take up to an hour. And sometimes they also add conditions, like you need to complete X amount of surveys within a day or you don't get the money. So they require a lot of time from your side without rewarding you as much as you think you might get rewarded. Now, a little rule of thumb to follow: whenever a company promises you low effort, low risk with high reward, you usually won't get a high reward. So for that, we're taking the online surveys and putting it at F tier. Next, we have Doordash. Now, I like this better than Uber because number one, you're driving your car around, but not with strangers. So you're not risking the fact that you can get your car dirty or damage your car. But also, if you live in a busy area, you can be doing it with your bike or invest in an e-bike. So if you are downtown Toronto or Manhattan, you can be going quickly, picking up orders and delivering them without having costs on your end, such as gas. Now, Doordash on average can pay $15 to $25 per hour, and they usually have a base pay incentive. So because of that, I'm actually gonna put Doordash at B tier above Uber. Next, we have Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now, personally, I've made good money on cryptocurrency and Bitcoin specifically. I've been invested since 2020 and I've been just holding it. I haven't been trading crypto actively and I haven't been investing in meme coins. I simply invested into Bitcoin in 2020 earlier on and held it. And because of that, it's been profitable for me. However, the thing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is that number one, it's volatile. So you need to be able to handle that. Seeing your money go up, seeing your money go down, especially if you want to hold it for a long period of time, you need to be willing to be okay with losing some money at some point, but being confident that you'll make it back eventually. Now, number two, you also need to have money to invest. Now, in my opinion, if you're buying meme coins or you're actively trading cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, it becomes more risky. And although there is a high reward, there is a high risk involved in it. But if you are planning on simply buying and investing in one of the popular cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Bitcoin and simply holding it, that's worked for me. So that's why I recommend it. And I think it's a safer route to go. Again, the word safe and cryptocurrency is hard to link together because it's a very volatile thing to get into. But I do think it's the future and I would personally rank it in C tier. Next, we have Premiere Pro, being a video editor, being your own video editor, reaching out to clients and having them pay you to edit their video. That's how my editor does it. It's a direct relationship. We're not using a third party like Fiverr or something else. I send him a video, I pay him, he edits the video, sends it back to me. Now, this can be very profitable because there isn't a third party involved. Like when you do Fiverr, they take a fee from you. So for this, you're keeping 100% of the profits. However, you need to be able to get your own client, right? If you're using a third party platform like Fiverr, people go on Fiverr to search up services, then they find you. But if you are your own video editor, you need to be able to get your clients or eventually build a portfolio where it is word of mouth. But if you are able to do that, it's very profitable and it can be scalable because eventually, let's say you get more and more clients, you can sub-hire another editor. Let's say someone pays you $200 to edit a video, you pay him $100, keep $100 profit, and boom. For that, I will put it in A tier. Next, we have YouTube. Now, YouTube can be very profitable, especially if you're getting views on your video. Now, a lot of people think you need to be crazy creative or have crazy editing talent. It's not true. A lot of people make faceless videos where they're simply commentating on memes or Reddit post stories and they get a lot of views from that. Especially now with the new shorts, you don't only have to do long form, you can do short videos as well and get paid from that. I actually have a few friends who have started YouTube less than a year ago, now have over 100,000 subscribers and are doing YouTube full time. Now, you don't need fancy equipment. You don't even need to show your face. All you need to do is make content that people will want to watch. That can be narrating stories, that can be talking about crazy events, that can be talking about a certain niche like stocks, or that can be fitness, whatever it is. You can also make your own products, let's say with a Shopify store, and link it to your YouTube videos and get sales that way. You can do channel memberships where people are paying every single month and get access to certain features on your channel. There's a lot of ways to make money on YouTube. It's very scalable and it doesn't require any upfront cost. Another way that people make money on YouTube is clippers, people that clip out podcast videos and create them into shorts. They're literally taking someone else's content, repurposing it, and making money off of it. And usually the owner of those podcasts won't copyright your content because they want people to clip out their videos and post it this way they get more views to their podcast. So let's say you're watching a live stream or you're watching a podcast from full send and there's a crazy moment, you clip it out and you post it on your own YouTube channel. If that video goes viral, you'll get rewarded good for it. That being said, I personally put YouTube at S tier. Next, we have Sweatcoin. Sweatcoin pays you for walking. Now, Sweatcoin pays you 0.95 Sweatcoins for every 1,000 steps you make. I mean, hey, I walk every single day, so you're saying free money in my pocket for me just keep doing what I'm already doing. But here's how it really works. Sweatcoin partners with companies that want to promote their product or service or brand. So by walking, you get rewarded these Sweatcoins, which you can't redeem into cash, but you can redeem into rewards with these companies like gift cards, etc. For that, I will put it in F tier. Next, we have Instacart. This is where you get people's groceries for them. They upload a grocery list, you see it, you go to the grocery store, stack up what they said, buy it, bring it to their house, and boom, you get paid. Pretty good way to make money. The only downside is that you'll never realize how hard it is to find something in a grocery store when it's not something you usually get. But if you get a lot of people's groceries every single day and you put hours into it every single day, you'll get rewarded pretty fairly. You can make $10 to $20 an hour and sometimes up to $25 an hour depending on how many groceries you get and how many orders you fulfill. I actually saw a friend the other day at the gym and he was telling me he's doing Instacart full time right now and he's actually getting rewarded and paid pretty well. And because it doesn't really require any expenses on your side other than just effort and labor, you going to the grocery store and getting the items, I will put this at B tier. Next, we have Mr. Warren Buffett over here. So investing in stocks, taking the money that you have and investing it in stock. Now, I personally think if you are young and you have extra money that you don't currently need right now, this is one of the best things you can do. Simply investing in an index fund or an S&P 500, something that gives you a return every year of 10 to 20%. For example, in a year, the S&P 500 went up 38%. That means if you put $100 a year ago, you would have made $38. If you put $1,000, you would have made $380. If you put $10,000, you would have made $3,800 in only 1 year without doing anything. Now, obviously the economy can fluctuate, but if you're young and you have money that you don't need right now, it's almost guaranteed that the economy will go up over time, 5-10 years, and it is a good idea to invest in an index fund, S&P 500, something that is pretty stable. For that, I will put Mr. Warren Buffett in S tier. Next, we have day trading, buying low and selling high. Now, this can be very profitable, but it's also very risky because like they said in The Wolf of Wall Street, you never know if the stock is going up, down, or in fucking circles. So yes, you can make a lot of money with it, but you can also lose a lot of money with day trading as well. Now, the people that do make a lot of money on day trading is because they offer courses teaching other people how to day trade, or they let other people copy their trade. There's people that pay to get access into Discord server where they can follow someone that is day trading, follow their trades, and do the exact same thing. But overall, it's high risk, it's high reward, it's very close to gambling, and I would put it into D tier. And finally, we have mowing lawns. If you have a lawnmower, you go door to door and you go, hey, I will mow your lawn for $20. That's a good side hustle. You're not gonna make crazy money because it's not completely scalable. You can get a few people. Let's say you get 3 people every day, then that's $60. You gotta be willing to move. You gotta know how to cut grass. You gotta be willing to talk to people. And if you are, then hey, it's a pretty good side hustle, but I'll put it at C tier because it's not completely scalable, but it's also not a high risk. If you wanna give it a shot, you'll probably make some money. Now, here are our 2 final categories, S plus and F minus, for the best side hustle and the worst side hustle. For the worst one, I will put Sweatcoin because at the end of the day, you don't even get money from it. It's something that promises you, hey, you can walk and make money, but in the end, it's just to promote companies and services. So that goes in F minus. And for S plus, the best side hustles you can currently do, in my opinion, is YouTube. Simply because all you need to do is share your personality, make content about anything, stay consistent to it. It requires no upfront cost, only consistency and effort from your part. And over time, these platforms are only paying more and more per 1,000 views. So you can get rewarded very well. So that's why YouTube holds the crown. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.